Welcome back to another swim bait fishing video. My name is Phoenix, if you guys didn't already know. And in today's video, I'm going to be having 3 different swim baits in the boat. See if I can't catch a fish on all 3. The first one we have is the Working Class Zero Battle Shad 7.0. This is the new one with the head harness in it. It's a really sweet soft bait, and this thing gets bit undoubtedly. And the lake that I'm fishing today is absolutely loaded with grass, lily pads, coontails, everything is in this lake, you name it. The second bait I'm going to be throwing is the Throwback Baits Fleece Shad. I don't know when Kyle is going to start producing these things to buy, but he sent me one, so I have to fish it. Essentially, it's like a triple trout or mat lures or any other hard segmented swim bait. This thing swims sick. I'm excited to catch a fish on it. And then lastly, of course, the trusty DRT Tiny Clash. This thing has just been an absolute staple for me this spring, so I had to bring it. I'm gonna fish it. Today we have super windy, cloudy, rainy conditions. When I showed up to the lake today, it was downpouring on me, so I had everything kind of put away. And I trolled back into this little cove back here to be protected from the wind. And hopefully there's some fish back here hiding from the wind as well. Usually when I come out to this lake, I end up catching some nice fish. So I'm excited to get fishing. I hope you guys are excited to watch, and I'll see you out there. All right, first cast, the Battle Shad. That thing doinked it. Check that out. That thing swallowed it whole. That thing swallowed this bait whole. Look at that. I mean, this is like a 4-pounder and it swallowed it whole. If you're ever wondering if the Battle Shad 7.0 is too big or if you should get the Citizen, I mean, look at it. It's gone. Swallow that thing whole. All right, there's fish number 1 on the Battle Shad. That's a great way to start the day. About a 4-pounder, fat one. As you guys saw, that thing choked. The Working Class Zero Battle Shad 7.0, the new one with the head harness. I was in some grass. I gave it a hard rip. It ripped out of it, and that thing just doinked it. I mean, it was one bite, and that thing was gone. Nice fish. Let's get her out of here. Just a beauty. There she goes, down into that deep, dark water. So basically what we got going on right now, there's heavy wind blowing in that direction. So I kind of pulled up behind these trees and in these tulies here and just actually anchored. And I'm just casting out into deep water. So basically there's this big channel that comes in, and right in front of me, there's a big deep pool. And it gets probably to 10 to 12 feet out there. So I'm just sitting in the shallow water, casting in that little deep pool, and there's just fish in there, and they're crushing the Battle Shad. They're hungry, it's pre-spawn still, so I'm excited. Let's keep casting this thing out there. It was brand new when I brought it out here, and it's starting to get chewed up already. Nice. Oh no. God damn it, that thing hit it twice. Fuck. Oh wait, no, that was a pike. Oh, thank God. So that's what it looks like when a pike hits your bait. It just shreds it. Man, that sucks. I hate when pike hit this thing, because they can really ruin a bait quick. Well, I'm just gonna keep on fishing it. No, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? All right, you guys, switched over to the Tiny Clash. Let's see if there's not a couple that want to eat this thing. I'm getting kind of tired of throwing this bait, but if the fish are gonna crush it, you know, it's kind of hard to put it down. Oh, I got one. Oh, no way. I was literally about to turn on my trolling motor. Oh, let's go. Let's go. That was like 5 minutes with the Tiny Clash. All right, fish number 2 falls victim to the Tiny Clash. Not a bad one right there. About a 3.5 pounder. That was fun. This is the Monster Tackle Custom Tiny Clash. Super sick color. It flashes a lot in the water. There we go. Let's get this thing released. There she goes. No way, just reeling it. Oh yeah, it's an alright one. Oh no. She's drifting with the wind. Just cranking it. Let's go. Things are finally starting to come together. I've been out here for hours. And this is number 3. Number 2 on that Monster Custom Tiny Clash. Well-built fish. She crushed it on the straight retrieve. That's actually my first fish, just straight reeling in this bait. Just like a crankbait, essentially. And that fish hit it so hard, it knocked slack in my line as I was just reeling it. What a beauty. Let's get her on out of here. There's some big ones in here, so I'm looking for a real giant today. All right, I'm just gonna try cranking this thing. If they're gonna be that active, I kind of thought I had to do slow twitches and long pauses for them to come up and get it, but man, if they're just gonna eat it on a straight retrieve, I'm just worried about pike hitting it that way. It seems whenever I want to reel this thing in, a pike wants to try and eat it. And that's the last thing I want to catch right now. Oh man. Oh, I got something. What the hell's going on? Oh, it's a pike. It's a nice pike. Don't break me off. Please don't break me off. Oh, he choked it. He swallowed this thing. Don't break me off. Oh, man, that thing choked this Tiny Clash. Wow, look at that. That thing absolutely inhaled it. I don't really like showing off pike, but that's a pretty one. Big head. Absolutely swallowed that Tiny Clash. Have to retie. After a pike swallows your bait like that, hands down, retie. If I catch one more pike, just steady reeling this thing in, I'm done. I'm done with that retrieve. Because there's no way I'm just gonna keep catching pike on 15 pound. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, that's got to be another pike. Oh, it's a bass. I think. Oh. A stud. I thought it was a pike that whole time. That is a stud largemouth. Oh my gosh. That is a stud right there. That is a stud. Kind of took me a while to figure them out here, but look at that one. Just a stud on that tiny clash. I guess with this wind, these fish would rather just have it cranked instead of dead walked. Because as soon as I started cranking it, man, these fish started showing themselves. Like, look at that fish. Just a beautiful one. Let's get a release of this big girl. Oh, what a beauty. There she goes. So the wind is ripping a little bit more than I would like it to, but I think I'm gonna put that tiny clash away, pick up my buddy's bait that he actually made. It's from Throwback Baits. His name's Kyle. It's called the Flea Shad. And I'm thinking if I'm just gonna reel a bait anyways, I might as well reel in the Flea Shad and try and catch my first fish on it. So I'm gonna get everything organized, switch up, retie, and keep on fishing. There we go. I got something. I don't know if it's a bass or a pike. Please be a largemouth. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's another stud on the tiny clash. Are you kidding me? Oh, and it just came out in the net. How perfect is that? Boom, just like that. There's number 5. Just like that, there's 4 on the tiny clash. I'm just cranking this thing right now. And these fish are just crushing it. That's another fat one. Fish are fired up. Too much fun. Oh my gosh. Please tell me that's a bass. That thing thumped it so hard. Please don't tell me this is a pike. Oh my gosh. That's a stud largemouth. Yes, sir. All right, well, here is fish number 6. Unbelievable day on the water. On that tiny clash again. I can't remember if I was twitching it or cranking it, but she crushed it. Look at the dorsal fin on that thing. Just a beauty. Another fat one. You gotta love it. Man, a 6-fish day is pretty rare for me. Shout out to the tiny clash for getting just absolutely chewed today. Oh, I got one. I got one. Could be a nice one. Oh yeah, definitely a nice one. Right here at low light. Right here at low light. It's a nice one. Oh yeah. Another really nice one right at low light. Are you kidding me? I'm kind of speechless right now. Just having like the most insane freaking day. Look at that fish on the tiny clash. Very last minute, it's getting dark. I was heading my way home and she crushed it, just throttled it. So much fun, man. What a special day on the water. 7 swim bait fish, and I lost a couple more, you know. These fish were just absolutely chewing today in this wind and this cloudy conditions. They were just going crazy. What a fun day. Last fish of the day. And there she goes. Fish number 7. That is just absolutely unbelievable. It's just such a special day on the water to come out here for 7-8 hours and catch 7 swimbait fish. That is just absolutely awesome. So much fun. They came on the battle shad, the tiny clash, and unfortunately not the fleece shad yet today, but I will catch one on that soon. Don't you worry, Kyle. If you guys stuck around this long, I appreciate you guys watching this absolutely insane day on the water. You absolutely have to love these spring days. These pre-spawn fish are just going crazy. They're willing to eat big baits, and especially when it's windy and cloudy, low light like this, these fish will move up in the shallows and you have a better chance of catching them off guard. They're very vulnerable when it's low light and they're pre-spawn. With that being said, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap everything up here. I'm tired, it's getting dark. It's still a little light out, but it's gonna get dark quick. So I have to get home. I appreciate you guys watching so much, and I will see you guys on the next video here shortly.